Welcome to this week's Quick Charge. Jesus overheard his disciples arguing about who should be the greatest. So he said to them, anyone wanting to be the greatest must be least and servant of all. Sometimes we find ourselves serving under compulsion, much like the children of Israel in Egypt. In Exodus chapter 1, the Bible says the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage. All their service in which they made them serve was with rigor. This is not serving by choice. This is rather by chains, under adverse conditions. Yet this is what God ordained for his people. They were not given a choice or an opportunity to opt out. They were not glad about it, but it was tailor-made for them. It seemed like they were just serving cruel taskmasters because that's the way it felt, with nothing positive or profitable to come from it, and it seemed that it was just getting worse. The reality was they were serving the purposes of God, having been set up by a gracious, loving God who knew things they didn't. One of the things God knew was this: he was preparing them by it, not apart from it. There was a journey coming, and this serving opportunity made them fit for the journey, strong enough to make it, to finish, being conditioned and readied. But he also knew that he was protecting them in it, not from it. We always prefer the latter. We prefer God to protect us from things rather than in things. But they were being preserved by the hand of God while serving in this intolerable situation. Jesus said in Luke 10:19, nothing shall by any means hurt you. He didn't say nothing would ever be difficult or painful or hurtful. He just simply said it wouldn't harm us. Harm in the original language means that which cannot violate the law or extend beyond the established rules or go past the set boundaries. It can go so far and no farther. God told Satan in the book of Job, you can do this, but you cannot do that. There were limitations and bounds and rules. God told his people in Exodus 3:7, I've clearly seen my people oppressed in Egypt. I've heard their cry of injustice because of their slave masters. I know about their pain. They're in pain, but he's not allowing that to hurt or to scar or to mar them. He protected them in it, not from it. David said in 2 Samuel 22, God's way is perfect. He is a shield for all who look to him for protection. Another thing God knew that they didn't was he was promoting them because of it and not in spite of it. In Exodus 3:8, he said, I've come down to rescue them from the Egyptians in order to take them out of the land and bring them into a good and broad land. God said, I know what you're in. I know what you're going through. And right now, you're nearly where you can be promoted and move on. You're just about ready. It's almost done. God's overall goal was not to get them out of it, but to bring them on, to bring them up, and to bring them in. It is never just about getting us out, but always about bringing us in. By serving in hardship, they guaranteed their promotion into greatness. Serving the purposes of God ensures that I actually progress and promote and attain. Joseph was made to serve under trying conditions, but it facilitated his promotion. David was made to serve under the life-threatening adversity of the house of Saul. Serving situations that we never asked for, never wanted, but that according to the purposes of God, these bring true greatness. This could explain why you may be presently serving what you never asked for, but God. Those situations bring true kingdom greatness. Join me next week for another Quick Charge. God bless.